Hey Craig, where you at?
What's that?
No, I was just wondering where that guy Craig's got off to.
To him because he was having bears go in his backyard, and I said,
I hear you. Where you at? I didn't catch the yardstick, but I did hear you. Copy the 151. Yeah, you're making the trip up here to like the 164. Yeah, you're on the opposite side of the mountain, so you're doing pretty good. Copy the 152.
Well, they let anybody drive a flatbed nowadays.
Sounds good. Hit me with 3 bars.
All right, you got you the 155 over 5.
Copy the 155 over 5.
You on your mobile or are you home?
Yeah, I'm in the mobile. I don't even have a base.
Oh, okay. For some reason, I thought you did.
I'm a renter. I don't have that luxury.
Yeah, I thought I was going to get a bit more mileage out of this thing. I'm surprised I'm only getting about 14 miles.
Don't expect miracles off the front of your truck.
Kind of gets lost again. But still, it goes a little bit better being hearing then.
I can hear you just fine.
Yeah, if I was in my pickup with more ground plane, yeah, I'm sure I would hear you at a lot longer range than this plastic truck.
Yeah, I can hear you just fine. Have you tried that thing on sideband?
I've listened to a few guys, tried to get in on a few conversations, but I guess I don't reach out far enough.
Either that or they don't have any ears. Test, test, test. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hey, Craig.
Yes, sir.
Hey, you oughta ask for a radio check on channel 17 real quick.
I hear you speak up, but then all of a sudden the static kicks in, and then I lose. It's hard to hear you.
You ought to go down to channel 17 and ask for a radio check. See what those people say down there.
All right, I got you nice and clear that time. What do you think? Quick radio check, see how this thing sounds?
Where'd you get off to?
Just at the 161.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm way back in the woods.
Oh, are you? Okay. Thought you might have been up by that pilot from like last time.
No.
Yeah, I was kind of hoping to get at least 30 out of this thing because I was listening to one of Mark's videos. He was talking to a guy who was doing like 40 miles, and he was a fucking pilot car.
Yeah, see, the guy was in a car with a sheet metal roof, so he automatically had a drastic advantage over your truck.
Yeah, true.
Hey, did you get somebody say something on 17?
Nah, not a beat.
Hey, try channel 3, see what happens.
Give me a sec. Anybody out there give me a quick radio check? How's this thing sound? It's working. About your rabbi?
Yeah, I guess the locals know you're in town and they're purposely ignoring you.
How would they know?
All it takes is a lookout to spread the word. There's a lot of people that live out here. They're on welfare, on disability, and they just scroll through the channels because they got nothing to do.
Okay. Must have heard me calling your name earlier then.
That could be.
So how far back in the woods are you?
Yeah, I'll sit here until I can't hear you no more.
Yeah, the 165 over 6.
Yeah, this spot might not be as good as I thought it was.
How far are you from the pilot?
Oh, I don't know. I'm 10 miles south of the pilot.
Oh, okay. What yardstick is the pilot at, anyway?
Pilot's 175. There's two pilots in the area. You got one at the 256 on 80, and you got one at the 175 on 81.
Okay, yeah. I was thinking of the one I met you at there last time, 175.
Yeah, you're coming in good now. You're hitting me about like 5 bars.
Yep, you're coming in crystal clear now too as well.
I've heard guys out there at the 210 from back this far, so I figured if other people can do it, you'll probably be one of the prime candidates to be able to do it.
Well, I don't know. I had a lot of faith in my setup for a while, but now I'm having some doubts because, Jesus, if I only got you at 14 miles coming up, I'm kind of shocked. I was kind of hoping to get like 25 or 30 like I had been before after I fixed up my setup on the other Cascadia. Basically the same setup as what I got here now. Only difference is I got one less braided strap on my door. That's about the only difference.
Yeah, you should easily be able to do that if you're going northbound though, because all your signals going to the back.
Yeah, because of the trailer.
Yeah, you ain't gonna get nothing for results going forward unless you wanted to do that setup I was telling you about where you mount two, but on the back of the truck.
Yeah, I go in talking to the boss every now and then, ask him to let me do it. He says, no, don't want you messing with the truck.
Yeah, that thing sounds real good. Studio quality audio right there.
Yeah, yours is crystal clear as well.
That might have something to do with the fact they were both worked on by the same guy.
Could very well be. 168 yardstick now. Yeah, I went and got one of those brackets from Walcott there to allows you to hook it up to the door there. But when I got the bracket, who's the company name? I want to say PC. That's the letters that come to mind is PC, and I for the life of me can't think of the company name that makes the bracket. But anyway, I got the bracket that never came with any bolts or any spacers or nothing to keep it away from the door itself, and so I just got longer stainless steel bolts and a bunch of stainless steel nuts, and just made my own spacer that way. So I was kind of hoping that would work and give me better results than just a cheap little spacer that they come with, but I guess I didn't.
Wow, baby. Yeah, I know who it is now. Come on, driver. How's the radio sounding? That radio sounds loud and clear. Come on. Where you at now?
Fantastic there.
178.
Sounds like a truck driver radio.
Well, from you better sound good. Fixing to get off and go to the petro. Come on.
Maybe I'll get a little more if I turn off the filter some.
No, you ain't waiting on me, motherfucker. You got me predicting over somebody else, huh?
Oh.
You got your drugs. I want my money and bring it around here. Yeah, you better give me my goddamn dog back. You keep doing
Vaseline, I'm telling you, just hit me.
One hand shit, another see which one fills up faster, driver. Yeah, I got your $357 right here. $357 I owe you. I got it. Good.
Yeah, like I was trying to say online there one time, I was thinking about taking off the door mirror, make a template of the door mirror, and have an extension come out past the door to mount my antenna to. That way the template that goes between the door and the mirror will touch the door, act as a little bit better ground plane for this thing.
Sounds like he's doing pretty good.
Well, I haven't done it yet. I just got that little old Procom mount.
Oh, I'm just saying, it sounds like that little Procom mount's working on that Freightliner Cascadia.
Well, I got the part that mounts the antenna to the bracket, but like I said earlier on, I said when I got it, it didn't come with the bolts and it didn't come with the spacers, so I just got stainless steel bolts and some stainless steel nuts, and just used the nuts as the spacer on the longer bolt, and went with that. So kind of hoping that, like I said earlier, I was kind of hoping to get a bit more range out of it, but not so lucky.
Around this stupid roundabout. Damn, you must come in a different way than I come in. I ain't seen no roundabout.
Mark once told me one time, he said, put your ground wire near the grounding area of the antenna. What's the purpose of that?
What did he say?
Put your radio's ground wire, put it near the ground area of the antenna itself.
Because you want your RF and DC potential to be equal, and that's the spot where they would be equal.
How close makes a difference?
Close as possible. I mean, you know, you don't need to get too crazy.
315, huh?
Okay, because I was thinking right on the grab handle on the inside of the truck would be one spot.
That's my buddy. I'm damn sure know that. I saw that big sign out there.
Yeah, the grab handle there, just as you come in, just as you open up the door, dash, just to the left of my speedo and my tack.
You must get off right here. I'll come in through town.
It's bolted right to my, right to the A pillar of the truck there.
All that shit. I started to play truck driver and just pull on in a pilot and tell you I didn't know no difference. Where you at? I'm coming up here right about. I gotta go bring it in.
Yeah, you're still hitting me with 5 bars up here.
Okay, good.
Tell me this shit was rough. No, that shit's been rough 20 years, driver. What the hell are you talking about? Hey, I got my van, one of my first little bit of driving in 97, I come up through there and that motherfucker rough. They ain't made it no easier. Come on in.
Yeah, I was watching, I did a couple of little videos there ways back, posted them on my channel on YouTube there, and showed the difference of my receive and the SWR and resonance and everything else, sitting still versus driving on 2 different antennas. My skip shooter did a little bit better than the Predator 10K did.
Where are you at now? Oh, I just feel all of that, huh? Oh, I see.
Yeah, I think you'll be pretty impressed with how good that thing sounds.
I can't wait to hear it. I'm doing the same thing. I'm recording you at the same time, so I got my little digital recorder going.
Oh, did you do that? Did you do that little setup thing I was telling you about, where you just plug the output right into the recorder and get the levels set?
Well, I can't set the levels on my recorder. I just plugged in my external speaker into my recorder, and I got another plug that'll go right to my external speaker itself.
Yeah, it'll probably overdrive the recorder, probably. I don't know, have you done it before?
Yeah, the way I got it set up there now, I just can't change the levels. It just automatically sets itself.
Okay, yeah. You got to play with the volume level on the radio to get it to where you don't overdrive the recorder.
Careful. Go ahead. Sorry, I can't see out one eye and it's blind in the other, so come on. Come on back to our town Spencer.
Hey, you saw that one I recorded of Mark, right?
What's that again? You got walked on?
You got 3 foot, 4 foot.
You saw that one I did of Mark, where Mark was coming in over here?
How much we wanted them Tom parking things because they didn't run from it, come on.
No, I didn't see what you did to Mark's or anything for Mark's there, cause getting walked on, but send me a link to the video or a reminder or something to it, and I'll look at it when I get home or later on up the road.
Yeah, Mark was coming in on skip out this way.
What, now?
No, a couple weeks ago.
Oh, okay.
Videos or something, I don't know what they got going on.
Yeah, I heard you and him talking on one of your videos there a ways back.
Yeah, he didn't hear me, but I was hearing him coming in real good.
Yeah, I picked him up, I was down the southern part of Virginia. I can't remember exactly where I was, but yeah, I picked him up. I was somewhere between, I think I was just getting on the 85 in North Carolina, actually, when I picked him up, but I couldn't get back to him.
Hey, what mile marker did you get off to?
Let's see here, I think I'm at the 176 over 9.
Alright, yeah, you're still coming in like 4 bars, something like that. Yeah, the further away you get, the easier it'll be to hear, probably.
Yeah, I'll have to turn on a filter to get rid of some of the static from the white noise that's in the area, too.
Yeah, I don't seem to have that issue.
Well, oh, Jesus, that was a rough one. Yeah, well, all the signs and the electrical power lines and all that sort of shit.
Yeah, that's why I like to drive out in the middle of nowhere and in the middle of the trees and stuff, and I don't have that, I don't hear nothing like that.
Well, this thing doesn't go very well through trees, so I got no choice.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Then you get all these cars. I noticed some cars and pickups make a little bit more noise on my radio than other cars and trucks do.
Now I figure I'll, just keep yelling out a yardstick once in a while.
178 over 3.
Yeah, when you get up over there about the 206 or somewhere up that way, I'm sure I'll be able to hear you from there.
Why, is that a higher or lower elevation to you?
That's a higher spot from where you're at. You're going to drop down into a valley, and then you're going to start climbing, and, whenever you get to some high spots, I'll probably have an easier time hearing you.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I watch my power supply here based on what the radio tells me it's getting. I got to either the meter is wrong, or the power that's coming off the wires in my firewall are somewhat regulated.
Did you try measuring the voltage?
Not with an ohm meter. The only way I could think of to measure, when I'm not keying up or nothing, it shows between 14.3, 14.4. But as soon as I key up, I'm at about 3/4 power now, and I'm dropped right down to 13.9. So I'm not sure if it's the radio's meter itself, or if the power itself off the truck is regulated at the firewall there to the fuse box.
13.9 sounds pretty good, doesn't it?
Well, according to one of Mark's videos, he tuned it at 14.4, and he shows that there is a loss, even going from 14.4 down to 14, or a couple of little volts. But I got it in my head to be anal now, so I'm thinking maybe I'll pull the wire from the firewall and go right down to the battery on the positive side.
That's true. If he tunes it at 14.4, I see what he's saying. The power supply on his bench is variable, so he can do custom tunes for specific voltages.
Now, I never knew that till I saw his video about 3-4 months ago, I guess. I didn't know there would be a difference. I just assumed once you tune it, that's it, right? And I never knew that the voltage made a difference. I heard guys talking about their overvolting and all that sort of stuff to get a little more out of it, but I said, well, don't want to be overvolting and blow up a radio.
Yeah, every little thing you changes. That's why your job is to replicate in your truck the exact conditions he had on his bench.
Now, that's the problem. He's got a bunch of years of knowledge way ahead of me, so it's difficult to get even close.
Well, he'll tell you basically what you need to do, and you just got to try to figure out how to make it happen.
Well, I've already kind of started, because I went and once I saw, I think it was Tim's video, when he showed the voltage issue, when he just went from a cigarette lighter on his radio, and I saw that, so I went out and I got the 10 gauge wire, or 12 gauge wire, and I fixed up a better plug. So, and then I was mentioning, I think I mentioned it on the forum, a couple of guys said you should have went with 10 gauge instead as well, but I don't think I can get a 10 gauge wire in that plug.
What's going on there, Tina?
182 over 4.
Copy the 182 over 4. You still hit me like 5 bars, something like that.
solder it so that it goes all the way through versus just on the outside. And then put it in the little pin holder, I guess you call it, or whatever, and then solder that to the wire itself, and then run a wire direct, run my positive direct to the battery on a good soldered end, and then run my ground right to the grab handle here on the inside of the truck, and hopefully that'll help me some more.
Yeah, you're still coming in about 3 bars.
Yardstick.
So there you go. That's about your 20 miles right there.
Okay. Now I'm not so depressed that I didn't get any range out of it. But I still was kind of hoping for a little bit more. There's that fella that was on the forum there that laughed and said I was only getting 8 miles. I was kind of hoping to blow the doors off of that 8-mile mark.
Yeah, I figured I'd have an easier time hearing off the back of your trailer than trying to listen to the front of your truck.
What was that again, Rabbi? I lost you there. Try it again.
I figured I'd have an easier time hearing off the back of your trailer than off the front of your truck.
I heard you say something about the back of the trailer in front of the truck.
Yeah, it's easier to hear off the back of the trailer.
Yeah, you got a right wing on me.
Yeah, I'll hear you again when you start climbing up out of that valley and get up on the other side.
Yeah, I got you a little better that time. There was also somebody else there talking at the same time, so.
You still hit me at 3 bars back here.
Yeah, I noticed Mark is doing a lot of videos where he goes out listening to all the radios and stuff. 186 yardstick right now.
So there you go, there's 22 miles. I guarantee I'm going to hear you from some freakish distance once you get up there around the 206 or something like that.
Nothing going on at the 186 there, driver. I'm just talking to another fella there, giving me a range check, that's all.
I don't know where you're at, but I'm down here at Sam's Club, and you're sandblasting me down there.
I don't even know where that place is.
Down by the old Spirit Arena in that area, that's Roger.
Oh, I think I recognize that voice. I can't remember the guy's name, but I think I recognize that voice. You're local out here, right?
I used to run up and back mountain a long time ago. I had a base station there, Tedford.
Alright. Yeah, I'm just in a 4-wheeler out here off Laurel Run Road.
Yeah, 10-4. That's where I'm at. I'm at Coles down here in the shopping center, 10-4.
Yeah, I'm listening to some guy up there about the 186 or something.
You don't even hear them there, 10-4. Are you base or mobile?
I'm in a mobile, but I got insane ears.
Why, after all, Roger. Yeah, my wife bought me a new toy for Christmas here, 10-4.
Yeah, copy that.
Yeah, I always wanted one of these Cobras 29 LTD Classics here, Roger.
Yeah.
There's somebody way out there in the distance. I don't know if it's him or not. Everson Flight there, Lower Road Mobile. We'll catch you up on the flip-flop there. Admiral 12 said that, roger.
Alright, yeah, I'm just listening for this guy up in the screen.
Ram 12, roger.
Yeah, I heard you, Craig. I got locals on the radio down here, though, but I did hear you up there.
Stryker for 440 Boston. This is Stryker for 440 Boston. Stryker for 440 Boston. Stryker for 440 Boston. With range 10. Stryker for 440 Boston.
Hey, 504, you got a grip on my left down here on the East Coast there. Hey, they call it Brother Lee, 504, we got
440 Boston. This is Bertha. I just got back. If you should get checked out immediately, it is brain damage. This is range 10. 440 Boston. This is Bertha. I just got back. It is brain damage. This is range 10. 440 Boston. This is
Yeah, I got you there, Rabbi.
How's it going?
Yep, doing good here, too.
Oh yeah, the 2 hours night. How's it going?
I said you're doing good here, and I'm keeping a slightly higher voltage.
Okay. You're crystal clear, don't miss one. I don't have to mess with the clarify.
Yeah, all I did was just go to the lower side band and on 38. That's all I did, and there you were.
Yeah, you know pretty
At the 191 over 7.
top when I get now to in over 7. And that's sort of the goal that is, but I'm going to 39 yard pretty safe.
Well, if you're at the 164, about 3 miles from 30 miles away.
I'm going to so like the rabble to that. I'm going to put now, I'm going to hear that there at the time, so.
I guess we'll find out shortly. That must have been a lot of local radio traffic I was hearing, or at the truck stops and stuff, because it was crazy.
You're at the truck stops up there, inside the 4 and inside the 8 at that, you know. There's a lot of truck traffic, base stations.
Yeah, it was hard to get a word in, because you could hear some of these guys sound like the boys way down south with the big almonds, you know, repeating themselves 50 times over and getting on with their shenanigans.
I got the radio site that's on that point.
Yeah, but you're losing in this hill here now.
I can still hear you.
I got you a bit better that time. I don't know if it's just because the mountains or whatever, but yeah, you kind of come and go a little bit.
Yeah, the terrain is terribly accurate here, it's hard to get. All consistent, both times.
Yeah, keep kind of turning up my volume a little bit to hear you.
Oh, no, I like that.
But at least I got you nice and clear.
Alright, we're coming up crystal clear over here, too.
Maybe if I work on a few more ground straps, that might help you some, plus the other stuff I mentioned earlier.
Oh, I hear some, PX coming on, security X, security
Yeah, I just hear one or two guys now and then. I hear some guy in the background with the Roger beat talking about Jersey and Florida there, so. 195 yardstick. All right, gone.
Anyway, I got a walk this up. And I was sitting 1 hour and got away with everything with it.
Hey, Craig, you got a copy?
I both with this walkie-talkie, and that daggone thing, you had to pull this antenna out, you know, about what, 10 feet? This telescope on this walkie-talkie. And I still got it. And that thing will talk at the Radio Shack,
How about you, Rabbi? Did you make the trip? Yeah, got you. 197 over 4. Yeah, 33 if, if you're pretty near the 64 yardstick.
What's the road number?
199.
What union pound?
I can hear you, but not enough to pick you up what to say.
What union worker?
199 over 4.
I got 0 something, but I thought,
Alright, yeah. Yeah, I'm going a little bit downhill into a bit of a valley, so we're going to lose a little bit.
science make it kind of tricky.
We're going to have to do some work to chop up this audio recording I'm making.
I got your audio being running in your vehicle.
No, can't quite pick you up. I can hear you, but I can't pick you up.
I don't expect your ears to be as good as down to be honestly anyway.
Yeah, I'm in a little bit of a valley at the 201 here.
I'm gonna play again. Freightliner Cascadia is doing a good time.
Hello. Hello.
How am I coming in clear? How am I coming in now there? I'm on the rise.
It's just barely flickered a ball on the motor and you're coming on like that.
Alright, just past the rest area here in the northbound of the 81 at 202 over 4.
I've got over field, so they're coming after my fielding right here. That's pretty good for Freightliner Cascadia.
A little bit happier.
That's pretty good for Freightliner Cascadia.
Yeah, I suppose. There's still room for improvement, though.
And in the words of being able to see the one though, the average guy is not going to hear you from that distance, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I keep forgetting that when I'm talking to some other guys there, and I lose them after, 5, 10, 15 miles.
That's why I want to make the money now, hang those customers out, because if they're in their vicinity, they're going to be able to hear you a lot further than all your nation's going to be able to hear you. That's what makes it so cool.
Yeah, I know. It kind of pisses people off, too, sometimes when they can't hear who you're talking to. It sounds like you're talking to yourself.
Alright.
Yeah, like I was saying, those few little tricks I mentioned to you before, plus the get some graphite in my front wheel axles there, that'll help get rid of some more noise.
I'm just looking at the motor right now. I'm going to make the others in the way, I'm just taking all this electricity there.
Yeah, I'm just getting 3 pounds of noise just listening.
I tell you what, quarter and they're going to want me. Now, that's kind of necessary because their receive is not going to be as good as mine.
Yeah, well, like I said, I'm going to do some more work, just figure out what to do and understand it all and tweak and play and learn as I go.
But my transport's probably, nicer than yours. It never sees purposes for your American transport, if that makes any sense.
Hello, radio.
Or taking a side, not yet.
Well, how about this station here? We don't have no stray RF anywhere in the whole world.
There's not. That's the PPA station right there.
Carolina, one.
That's the PPA station.
Well, it's an old Pierce Simpson Simba running into a DNA Phantom, running into an old PDO-2. I love to put a load on the grid. high gear, the kids can't watch their cartoons.
Audio. Audio. Audio.
How about your rabbi pork chop? Good copy?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yep, I got you. That's a 208 number 2.
Copy, I can't over 10. That's for the depth right here at the inside field.
Test. Audio test. Say the audio test successful. Appreciate it. I was tinkering around with my junk over here. Got 118, Tampa Bay, Florida, standing by. QSO. Got two of you out there, one of you in Boston. I'm waving to him, but...
What are you waving your hand for? What's that supposed to do?
Not the one in Boston, this smartass I got my receive. But anyway, y'all take care. I'll go to another one and finish testing and tuning this cotton picker. Been a long time since I've been on side bench.
Must have a fly in the room.
That's great. I'm gonna go out creek. Today I went over to Stanford about stretching this to roll. And I was made it out here, so that's in my yard.
There's 09 and the Keystone's waving.
CKDX, radio. That's it, no boss on the back.
About it, Ray. You got a copy on the passenger floor. About a Green Island, New Jersey. About a Green Island.